Welcome to another episode of Radiant's weekly business roundup. I am Rohini. This week's video will cover the following. In a public statement issued on foreign currency liquidity, Central Bank Governor Professor W.D. Lakshman emphasized the government's stance to honor all maturing external debt obligations on time, facilitated by a lineup of financing alternatives that could increase foreign currency inflows. Additionally, receipt of around $800 million under the IMF SDR allocation is expected in August 2021, and the central bank's purchases of export proceeds and worker remittances from the market are envisaged to further strengthen official reserves as non-debt inflows by around $700 million annually in the period ahead. Official reserves stood at $4 billion in May 2021, sufficient for about 3 months of imports. Over the next 12 months, Sri Lanka has loan obligations amounting to about $7.3 billion, of which $1.5 billion is due in July 2021. The government extended the minimum pay relief scheme for permanent employees in the tourism sector until December 2021. As relief, every employee in residence will receive the hire of either 50% of their salary or Rs 14,500. In addition, employers must also ensure to make the associated EPF and ETF payments. During January to May 2021, tourist arrivals to Sri Lanka was just over 15,000, with only $23.3 million recorded as earnings from tourism. In comparison, tourist arrivals during January to May 2020 was over 500,000, and earnings from tourism for the same period was at $957 million. The Hotels Association of Sri Lanka has stated that they do not expect tourism in the country to return to pre-pandemic levels until December 2022, nor back to pre-Easter attack levels until December 2023. As a result, the hotel and tourism service providers have become highly leveraged. Considering the situation, the Hotels Association of Sri Lanka has urged the government to restructure and reschedule tourism-related debt worth Rs 350 billion. According to the Condominium market survey data published by the Central Bank of Sri Lanka, condominium sales transactions have increased considerably in the first quarter of 2021, driven by low interest rates and increased supply of affordable condominium projects beyond the city limits of Colombo. Condominiums with unit value of Rs 25 million and below account for the largest share of sales. Based on the survey, out of the completed single condominium projects as of the first quarter of 2021, 92% condominium units have already been sold. Paintings, Furnishing and Technologies company JAT Holdings will go public in July 2021 with an IPO price of Rs 27 per share. Some of the IPO funds would go towards a state-of-the-art R&D facility and commissioning of a new manufacturing plant in Bangladesh. As per the Daily Mirror, in financial year 2021, JAT's top line grew by 29% on a year-on-year basis, with net profit margin coming in at 11.2%. Speaking to Bloomberg, Dilanka Jinadasa, CEO of apparel manufacturer Hela Clothing, revealed plans for a Colombo Stock Exchange listing over the next 12 months to raise funds for the company's expansion in East Africa and entry to North Africa. Hela Clothing, the Sri Lankan-based manufacturer for PVH Corp, parent company of fashion brands Tommy Hilfiger and Calvin Klein, is slated to offer a 20% stake for about $20 million. Credit extended to the private sector increased by Rs 331 billion for the 5 months ended May 2021, an increase of 10.3% on a year-on-year basis. However, a slowdown in growth was observed during April and May 2021 with the start of Aurudhu and the onset of the third wave of COVID-19 in Sri Lanka. The Cabinet approved a proposal submitted by the Colombo Stock Exchange to permit listed companies to issue dollar-denominated shares and debt to investors. The new Securities and Exchange Commission Act to regulate the stock market is to be presented to Parliament next week. The European Union plans to send a monitoring mission in September to Sri Lanka in the wake of the resolution against the country in the EU Parliament, where a withdrawal of GSP Plus concessions is sought, citing the country's alleged human rights violations. This is as part of GSP Plus's 2-year monitoring mission, with the last mission taking place in September 2019. Experts believe that the loss of GSP Plus may mean a loss of revenue of around $550 million. Headline inflation based on CCPI increased to 5.2% in June 2021 from 4.5% in May 2021, driven by monthly increases of prices of items in both food and non-food categories. And that's a wrap for today. Hope you have a great day, stay safe and stay healthy. This video is co-produced by Gradient Alliance and Information Design Studio Athena.